All right, we'll be working from mount. I want you to understand the strategy, okay? I have weapons on, so I'm trying to isolate arms so I can create angles of attack. So I can't draw my weapons because he can start defending it, but if I can isolate an arm, then I can have this whole angle of attack that I create. I created a zone of sanctuary for my weapon, okay? So we want to look for these arm isolations. I want you to think differently when someone is trying to get you off of them with various arm pushes, okay? So for example, he pushes up on the chest. I want you to understand that he moved his elbow away from his torso, and that is the beginning of isolating that arm. It's the same in your tachiwaza. Your kihon is built that in already. The elbow is away from the torso. That's what isolates the arm, hence all your pins and stuff off of the arm, okay? Or he pushes my knee, same thing. The elbow has moved away from the torso, and that is the exposure I want to begin isolating that arm, okay? As opposed to, in my mind, he's pushing my knee and I pop it off and I go back down, okay? We're gonna change our mind. So let's say he's, some of your bigger guys are trying the hip pushes where you push the guy off at the hips. So, okay, you're trying these things. All right, but again, if you look, when he goes to push, his arm is isolated, do you see? His elbow is away from his torso. All right, so to first introduce the concept of what we're going to do is, one, usually a guy reveals what he wants and where you feel the pressure, okay? Sometimes, if you're skilled enough, you read it right away, but other times you might have to wait until he tries something and then you set him up to try it again. So let's say he's pushing on my knee, okay, and I know I pop it, and then I let him do that again, and now I'm looking for it, okay? And then I've isolated the arm. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Or you can feel what he's doing, you can feel it, and then you'll get it, okay? So, we know when we're doing, we know why we're doing, now how do I do it? So, you're going to yin yield what he's moving, so you yin yield that, and then that's going to make the arm, the elbow light. So as you come around, yin yield enough, okay? If you're strong enough, just pop it all the way around. If you're not strong enough, you can use the leverage generated by using the fulcrum, the mat as a fulcrum, okay? So he's trying to tighten it back in and bring it back in, and I'll just keep using the leverage of the mat to get it over, and we'll isolate it here in arm cross face. And again, I created that angle of attack where I can draw my weapons, okay? So that's the first one. Go slow. He goes, I yield the knee just enough underneath. If I'm strong enough, I'll just pop it all the way around. If I'm not, I start to use the mat to lever it around. Then I isolate it, and I have this zone here. Okay? Let's try that arm isolation.
Yes, sir.
There we go. So, again, you'll look for that, and your best angle of attack to generate is to get an angle of cancellation on his arm. And remember, that's going to be across his body. So just like standing, it's diagonally across his body. This time it's this way across his body, okay? If he's pushing on your hips again, he's pushing on your hips, right? Before you start to go, you feel it. Go ahead, you'll slightly turn. You see how I slightly turn?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then you have the same exact movement. Again, if you need the leverage, use the mat. If you come on this side, and I won't do it hard, okay? So go slow. As he pushed and I turn, I'll attack that wrist lock there. Do you see?
Yes, sir.
And even if I don't get it, it'll draw his mind there and it'll make that easier to do. So make sure that you feel that and you're attacking that. So he goes to push, I yield on that hip and I attack this arm and I'm up and over and I have my attack. All right, if for some weird reason you don't have your knives on you or your handgun, you still have an angle attack here, okay? Especially on a thin guy like this with thin clothes. You actually have to calculate that, okay? So you can do your looping back knuckle fist right here into those floating ribs, okay? You can tap, okay? Give them a couple to make sure you're hitting it, and you hit with your whole body, so you're not just here bending at the elbow. Your whole body goes boom in, okay, when you hit. Do you see how I generate that force in my body? It's the same shoulder yield you use in all your Aikido techniques. It's just really small and tight. Boom, and I hit with it, okay? All right, we'll try it for the hip.
Yes, sir.
Go slow so you don't tweak someone's wrist on the other arm. Okay, go. All right, we'll do another knee push one. So I'm going to yield, push it down, and come back over, and you created that same zone of sanctuary here, okay? So you can draw your weapons. If you don't have them, of course, just pin down, and you're doing your elbows here. There's nothing over here is gonna guard that, okay? So he might try to get that thing in there, right? But go back. When I throw my strike, I'm aware of that. So he's gonna go, he'll feel that punch, and you'll see how I keep shielding that other arm from my angle of attack. Do you see that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then boom, I'll drop that elbow in, okay? And he'll do it again. Just reverse it when you come back, okay? So you hit, boom, back, and boom, and you'll hit again. And I got my other trap on the other arm now, okay? So we'll do it again. He goes to push, yield, step over, come over, tap, trap that other arm from blocking you. Same thing, your body, this is just kokyuho. With your bow, boom, reverse it, boom, and you come back and hit again, okay? Let's try it. Feel the pressure. Boom. All right, in all of these, don't give up any more of the mount than you have to, okay? So as he goes to push the knee, for example, I don't want to go like this. He goes to push the knee, everything is heavy, right, Tristan? Okay, so sing the ABCs, push the knee. Sing.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Okay. Sing the ABCs.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Okay. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's do the chest push one. So the same thing, he goes to push. You know you can swim through, right? Okay. I'm going to do one very similar to the hip. So as he goes to push, I'm going to turn my body. You see? And smash one arm down. Then I've done it. Again, he goes to push. That's too much off of him. He goes to push. Just turn your body and land on it. It's not full, is it? Right?
No.
Okay, but sing the ABCs.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K.
It's full enough. Okay? And we'll do the gift wrap here. So now this is to, right? Pair isolations, okay? So once you isolate one arm and you start hitting him, he's gonna have to defend. So he's gonna put the arm up, do you see? And it's away from his elbow again. And then you can isolate it again. And now you have your angle attack. Boom, draw, whatever, okay? So we'll do both arms here, one arm at a time. Comes up, turn, put your weight on it, find the gift wrap. There, he did it. He's doing that one. Go ahead and do whatever you want. So again, you use the mat, isolate it, and I start working it the other way. Now I have both, okay? Do something else with the arm. Let's say he starts pushing on me or blocking. You see, he's blocking. You go around it and you have it again, okay? So let's do the blocking one. Blocking, yield. Do you see how I yield? I go around it, boom, shove it down, and I'm in. And now you have both isolated, okay? Let's try it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so when he does the chest push, his elbows are away from his torso, but he's also got space underneath his armpits, which allows for a higher mount. Okay, so we'll go back down. Again, he goes, I feel him doing that, and I'll just come up. Okay, and then you have, again, you're trapping his arms, you have your weapons here, you can chill, boom, 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 okay? You have your wrist locks, you can do it your own sweet time, okay? So it's all about timing. He goes, this is gonna be too late. As I feel him going, and I come up, boom, 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 draw, wrist lock, whatever you want, okay? Here we go.
Hey, sir.
The mat is deceiving, okay? So for example, we had this one check, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and I'll do this, but say tap 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 when you don't like it. Okay. Okay, go back. Here we go again.
Tap, tap, tap.
Okay, and I'll do it lightly, but you'll be able to hear it. So come back. It's on his. I'm scraping his head.
Tap, tap.
You see?
Yes, sir.
On the ground, okay? And that does not feel good. And then when you hit here, I'll just apply pressure again. That part doesn't hurt, but watch the other side of your head.
Trap.
Okay, do you see that? So these look like little tiny things, but they're not. So when you come back around, listen again. You hear it again on his head, okay? You come back around, boom. I came off, and then you're gonna do the same thing. It's the ground that's hitting him. So again, it does hurt on his face, but I'm actually using the ground,
Tap.
okay, to get that. Same thing, little tiny things. Let's say he pushed on my chest, okay, you came up this way. This looks like nothing, but and you drive all your weight in there, it's actually quite devastating, okay? You guys got it?
Yes, sir.
The mat is very deceiving. All right. That's it.